Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to the podcast where Jimmy and I listen to a song and make an anime for it.
Mm-hmm.
Today we've listened to Two Hot Peoples by In-Show Ha. Thank you, Stark, for the suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought, if this were the theme song for an anime, what anime would that be?
It would be too hot.
People. Peoples. And we wrote down our ideas for what anime that would be. And now we're going to, we haven't shared anything yet, but now
No.
we're going to. I'm going to share mine, Jimmy's going to share his, and then we're going to combine them into a
Mega
mega
anime.
anime. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we're doing here.
That's the show. Simple
Thanks,
concept.
everybody. We do come up with a title for the episode, which is
do.
the title for the anime. So you know where this is headed before we do, which is kind of fun. And we suggest, if you have an inkling, to listen to Two Hot Peoples by In-Show Ha. It should be linked in the episode description. Maybe you can click on it, maybe you can't, but it should be there.
Should be.
If not, search it up on your favorite search engine. Give it a listen now. Maybe you already did. Maybe wait till the end. Whatever your deal is, that's the song we're using today.
Yes.
So,
Thank you, Stark.
thank you, Stark. Yeah. And we'll talk more about how you can suggest your own song towards the end of the episode.
Yes.
So you can be like Stark.
Just like Stark.
So, I think we're at the point where I can say,
Do it.
without further ado,
Do it.
ado it I shall. I'm going to share my idea for this song.
Perfect.
When our protagonist was just a baby, their family faced the most evil magic being in existence. Fortunately, their parents were able to prevail. Unfortunately, in order to stop evil, they removed all magic from the world and sacrificed themselves in the process.
No.
The protagonist discovered that they might be magic, and that their grumpy cat is actually their grandfather.
No, magic's gone. You said so.
They might be. With a little finagling, their grandfather regains the ability to speak. I'm thinking that's like episode 1. Grandpa learns to talk.
He goes, meow.
Meow.
Excuse me.
Exactly. Regains the ability to speak and can help guide the youngster on their quest. As it becomes clear that there are others trapped in non-human forms, the duo do their best to help everyone they can. And then I ran out of time writing.
The existence of your idea with my idea could be interesting.
Okay.
Not in a they are incompatible, but in a just flat
Speaking of finagling.
in a flat 1-to-1, it would be sort of funny, depending on how many people are trapped in non-human bodies.
Yeah, I was picturing the protagonist is like, I don't know, I don't want to necessarily do the trope of like, you're 12 and becoming a witch or
Yes.
whatever, or 13, whatever it is.
I mean, good trope.
So they're old enough that they work in whatever family adopted them, which I'm thinking might have some knowledge, might still be kind of in the family, but not the magic family.
I think they would. There's something more fun about, yes, magic was a thing that, like more of a fantasy thing where it's like wizards. People know about wizards, but not everybody can do magic because it takes a lot of know-how and knowledge. I like that reality better, where they're not secretly hiding it away from the population.
Well, that wasn't what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say maybe they grew up with like an aunt or something
Oh.
that didn't have
I
magical
gotcha.
abilities. Like has the knowledge, knows the family, obviously.
Made potions, but wasn't magic.
Yeah, does not have that ability.
I gotcha.
So, but they have some sort of shop
Oh,
that
yeah.
they run, and Grandpa Cat is just like the shop cat. Been there
Yes.
forever, super grumpy. Just to picture a Grandpa Cat.
Bats people away from the register.
Meow. Choo, choo, choo.
Grandpa Cat, we need that money.
Meow. Not from them, you don't. But
Okay, Grandpa Cat.
you can talk now. This one's evil. I can feel it in my grandpa bones. But I was picturing that as it becomes more well known, these creatures start coming to the shop in search of help.
That's
That's
fun.
all I was going to
I
say.
gotcha.
I didn't get to write it down. So
Okay.
as Grandpa learns to talk and
A
it's
little
like,
raccoon
oh my gosh.
tapping on the glass outside.
Exactly. I was picturing the reason the grandfather lived through this like cataclysmic event was because went into non-human form.
I see.
And or I did briefly think about the evil being like, if you're this curious, why don't you be a cat? And be like, Chew, and then have a cat got your tongue joke of like, meow, meow, can't speak, meow, meow.
Yes.
So also did not write that down, just throwing it out
It's
here.
in your head. And
but there
now
are
it's
others
out of your head.
that were able to
I understand.
be in non-human forms and are now trapped because they can't change themselves back because they don't have their magic anymore.
Yes.
But they lived. Whereas the parents did not live because they had to sacrifice
They were
themselves.
turned into creatures that could not exist.
Yes, exactly.
They were turned into mythical creatures. And then
that canceled
they
it
were
out.
blipped out of reality.
Anyhow,
Okay, cool.
that's my idea.
I like it.
Any questions?
No.
Okay.
I do like it, and I like that you went a little fantasy because here we go. I'm going to share my
Okay.
idea now.
Let's hear it.
Air traffic control can be an extremely stressful job, especially
Dragons?
when your runway is home to fantasy creatures like giant eagles, dragons, and whatever flying fantasy creature you can think of.
Dragons.
I couldn't think of any more words, but I was thinking the movie The Neverending Story has the
Oh,
big wish
yeah.
sort of dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Totoro kind of flies
Yeah.
in that way. Any sort of creature you're thinking of. You are the air traffic controller for a busy fantasy-style port that has a lot of inbound and outbound flights of personal beasts that need special clearance, and the commercial giant eagles that are the most common use of long-distance flight at a reasonable cost.
Nice.
Good thing you have the spells and know-how to keep the airport free from chaos. Of course, the chaos of daily life always creeps into your workplace, but that's what your fellow coworkers and all the staff at the airport are there to help mitigate. Are you ready to control the droves of incoming flights to maintain a peaceful airport? I pitched it sort of as a game, but also it's a show.
That sounds great.
Yes.
It sounds great.
There it is. Fantasy.
Fantasy.
I had creatures.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is I almost was like full on dragons, but there is a show where they
Dragon
were like
Tales.
there was dragons in an air hangar
Tales. I'm still pretty sure it was
in
Dragon
like a
Tales.
hangar, and they saddled them up and had like helmets and stuff and flew them like fighter jets.
Huh.
We didn't watch it all, but we started it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like very
Some
small
Netflix,
bell is ringing.
I think Netflix. show.
Netflix. Yeah.
And the dub was really bad, and so I stopped. And we didn't.
That is a good
we didn't
reason
we didn't restart
to
it to
stop.
the Japanese,
Yeah.
which is
The next
probably
logical
what we should have
conclusion.
done. Yeah.
But
But that was full on dragons that also I swear were disguised as jets, and that's not what's happening here.
I do remember the disguise part.
They put on,
Yes.
Yeah,
it was
something
like Transformer.
Yeah, it was really
but there
funny.
was a creature
Yeah,
in
it
there.
like stood up out of it, and its little Transformer nose
I
cone,
remember
but it was a
that.
dragon. We
Yes.
started it.
Yeah.
I think we possibly finished the pilot, and I think it's just called like Dragon Pilots or something.
Yes,
But
they were cute.
this is not that,
No.
because that seems sort of
They-
military in some way.
Speaking of like stealth, they were trying to masquerade as planes when
Yeah.
they were dragons, and yours are just full on dragons.
Mine are full on giant eagles. You got dragons. You got wish dragons.
Nobody's dressed
all
up
that kind of
unless
stuff.
it's a holiday,
Yeah, and they got bells
some
on.
sort of party. No costume party.
But yeah, there was something very fun about this song, but also I was like, there are some parts that are like the stressful grind of, any sort
having
of job.
your magic stolen away,
Or
or having a really
being
busy
an aircraft
airport.
traffic controller, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's my idea,
Okay.
and we have your idea.
Where did you? Because you originally made a comment or two. So like, do you want to say anything
Well,
about the combination?
that's right. Without saying anything, I'm having like creatures that are carrying people around,
Mm-hmm.
and you have people that have been turned into creatures, and I don't like the idea of we have all these extra creatures now
We'll
because
just fly them.
because they were people at one point, and I don't like that.
I don't either.
And so I'm not saying we do that at all. I'm saying
Okay.
we direct the flight path further away from that idea.
I've got one.
You have
to
an idea
just-
of how to combine air traffic control fantasy and magic cat?
I do.
Do it.
And I'm not saying it's the answer,
But it's a start.
It's something.
Let's hear it.
Perhaps yours is the family of the protagonist. So, like, maybe your main character is Grumpy Grandpa Cat.
Yeah.
And we could pull that thing where it's just two storylines happening separately, and we don't know that it's actually like a, 50-year time skip until toward the end.
That's fine. Is it? I think you could still run the airport without magic, technically, right? Because it's more like animal handling.
Yes.
Than like action. I say, the name of the job is air traffic control, but you're not actually controlling the plane. Somebody else is controlling the plane, right?
Okay.
And so in mine, it's still that, and you're not controlling the eagle. The eagle's still like, ah!
It is its own
And
pilot.
then flies. Yeah.
Okay.
So what were you saying? What two storylines are concurrent at this point?
Yours and mine.
Yes, that's fine.
That's it.
Is magic coming back, or magic is not coming? Magic is actively coming back because that's your storyline
Yes.
in your character.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So we could just... It's a huge cop-out.
What's the cop out?
That they're just both the same.
Well, okay. Then is your younger person learning to be the air traffic controller from the cat? What was that connection there? You said that my character was the traffic controller.
Yeah. Grandpa, when Grandpa was human and not a cat.
Oh, and then you're saying the time skip, they're a cat now. Mm-hmm. Someone else does the air traffic controlling.
Well, there's no magic, so you would have a regular airport only.
Oh, but then my dragons and my giant eagles.
Right. So half of the episodes are in the past where Grandpa is actively working, is a young human man.
I understand. As like a backstory.
But we don't know
for the
yet
cat.
that the cat, because maybe the cat, in mine, like Cat talks episode 1. Maybe Cat doesn't talk until halfway through the series.
I'm sold, actually.
Okay.
This is very good. The current family with no magic is still air traffic control, but the airport in the 50 years later is planes.
Okay. And so the like little business that I mentioned in mine is like a small airport concession.
Yeah, like a local...
What do you call the small airports when it's not like an international? It's just a
tiny airport.
a small plane situation?
Small craft.
Do they have a name?
Probably.
They probably do. It's not an international.
Better
We're not
shop
talking
on
jets.
Twitter.
We're talking like little Cessnas.
Biplane, yeah.
Yeah. Just
Propellers, prop jets.
personal? Is it a personal airport? No, that sounds like private.
That does
Like,
sound like
ooh.
private airplane. No, but like a small.
It's only
small town.
Small town. And so
It's not LAX.
No.
It's not
No.
JFK.
No. It's a
It's
small
not O'Hare.
No.
These aren't places you go.
This is just like small town.
This is the airport where you somehow ended up there on a connecting flight.
Not even that. You have to go there in your 4-person plane.
I understand, yeah.
On purpose. If we want, we could have it be a seaplane, because that's just fun.
There's still a lot of seaplane anime. We don't need that.
There is?
Yeah.
My naivete is showing.
I think it was specifically in that one fish anime with the mermaids and don't worry about it.
Never mind. Fine.
We could add to the pile, but
nowhere
just
near
make it a
water.
regular. I like the idea. Okay, yes, small
And so,
airplane, because then you
rather
get the
than-
local
Yeah, you get the regulars.
post planes coming in and local deliveries.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that's the only way you can get stuff in and out. Is it's like an island.
it's an island.
And so it's
when
only
we get our island.
it's only the tiny planes that can go and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And so rather than a potion shop, it's just like a small airport concession, like kind of a
Gift shop-y
gas station-y
sorta, yeah.
sort of
They sell
situation.
marked up tour guides.
I think this is cute. They've got
Magazines.
this little... Yeah, the stuff that you have for tiny flights.
Tchotchkes.
Yeah, we've got small tourism-y things.
Keychains.
Exactly.
License plates.
Maybe like a hot bar situation, food.
Yeah, the rotating hot dogs.
Yeah, that kind of a... Maybe we got some
Slushies.
chicken strips and whatnot.
All airplane safe foods.
Totally. Didn't think about that. But yeah, so we've got
Taquitos.
tiny airport. I think that works.
Yes.
And so
I love the vibe of that.
Grandpa
too.
Cat is nearby because, that's maybe Grandpa Cat did work at the dragon equivalent of LAX at some point.
Exactly.
But now Grandpa Cat is here as a cat at a small airport. And maybe he started the airport way back when. Maybe that's part of his storyline.
Yeah, that's fun.
It got too stressful, and he decided to go elsewhere and make a small
The quiet
airport.
life.
I don't know.
I like that a lot. There's also something very fun.
And that would be fun because we see... Sorry to cut you off,
No,
but I want to get this
yours
out.
sounds fun.
It is fun. You see Grandpa Cat as human, like, walk up to this place, and you're like, wait a minute. That looks identical to where they are now.
Exactly.
It's just, like, updated or something.
It's like those... It's like that one thing in the movie we wanted to have happen, where we saw a dilapidated, old looking movie theater, and we wanted it to transform into like the fancy movie Empire Light or whatever that fucking movie was.
Yeah. I will say I've been thinking about that movie every single day since we watched it. It's not anime, won't go into it.
No.
But it has stuck with me.
Well, that's something. It didn't stick with me.
It did.
That shit's out of my brain because it was not worth my time.
It made me feel a lot of feelings that stuck
all at
with
once.
That, no spoilers, but that one part, that was really hard to watch.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I love there's a shot, silhouetted, backlit, and then it's this sort of Rambler-looking building that's the runway, and it's overgrown and stuff. And
need some help.
Hands on hips. It's just going to be the new airport.
And
with magic.
It could even be like, we're going to build a little store. Like maybe that part's not really there.
Oh, yeah.
But it is the same one. And so we get that. And that might be the first like real hint of, oh, wait, this might be the same place.
Yes.
Kind of keep that hidden a little.
Yes, there's enough differences in terms of the Dragon LAX, DLAX,
Dax.
that
just Dax.
That you're sort of as a viewer, it can be jarring or confusing to see something that is so different.
But you see huge magical airport and small non-magical airport.
Yes, so there's a connection there. Mm-hmm. And throughout the show, you're tying together
like,
why
isn't it magical here?
Exactly.
Like why? Maybe you see human Grandpa Cat do something with magic that you then go to tiny airplane
cleaning
place,
a window,
and it's like, why aren't they using magic when this other person can? But maybe it's kind of like, well, not everybody has it. Not everybody has magic. So
the difference between doing a thing where you levitate a bucket up somewhere and then it does it, and then going through a closet, finding the 20-foot ladder, and,
having to do it all by hand.
Yeah.
So we've got this like, okay, whatever.
And I like keeping it from the audience because then you're trying to tie together like why there's no magic. How did these people get here in this specific place? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's very fun.
And then what do you think? Towards the end of the first season, we discover the big evil, or do we get to the point where like magic is eliminated? Is that end of first season, or is that hopefully second season?
Oh, like
kind of
in
territory?
the flashback.
Yes. When do we catch up to the protagonist being born in mind?
I think that would...
Where does it catch?
I think that would be like second season.
That's kind of...
You wouldn't want to spoil... I think you would introduce the evil character...
that needs to be fought.
Within the first season. And then the second character is them
second
losing...
Season.
Second season is them losing to that evil character and then magic being lost. And then...
That's not what happened in mine, but if you want to change it, that's fine.
I thought they lost... Oh, no, they didn't lose.
They were able to prevail, but in order to stop it, they removed all magic from the world and sacrificed themselves.
They won, but at what cost? That's what...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, fine if you want to rewrite, but I'm upset.
No, they won. What's funnier, too, is I think the evil character, like, technically isn't defeated. They just have no magic, right? Which is a defeat in that they would have
Depending
no power.
on how many seasons we get, they could be a turtle that wanders in and says,
well,
help me. And then they do, and it's like, oh no, you're the big bad.
Yeah, that's fun. And they've done that before.
Yeah.
Because you would get accustomed to seeing these, animals that you're helping out, and they're nice people, and then you get the one that's asshole that started it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
Okay, so if we last that long.
But they don't get powers back, because then we're full in some other IP territory.
If that happens, that means we're no longer writing the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the season 5 switch that we've been written out.
Yep.
And our cameos have happened, and they said, "Here's
We're
your,
done with you. This is bigger than you
here's
now.
your last check."
Go away.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm glad we have covered all eventualities.
perfect.
So are we at title?
I believe we are at title. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah. What you got?
The kid gets starts getting magic back.
I figured that was how they were able to get their grumpy cat grandfather to speak.
They accidentally do a
Well, I mean, there's
tongue
still
spell.
like tomes of the family stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the books are still there.
Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, the cat leads them down to a basement that has magic tomes that are old books, but also they're magical books.
And if we do go with the whole age thing, maybe that's why Grandpa Cat didn't lead them there before, because you have to wait till you're like 16 and it's like rolling a dice. Do you have powers or not? Unknown. And Grandpa Cat's just like, I'm gonna wait 16 years and see.
That's an old cat.
It's an old cat. Magical human Grandpa Cat.
Yes.
Ageless.
Can live however long they need to.
However long we need them
However
to.
the plot needs them to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like they can't even get the kid to try it.
No.
Because they're
there's
not
no
old
point.
enough.
Yeah.
So that would be a great point to start.
And then the grandpa cat sees the sprinkle,
Sprinkles.
the little twinkle in their eye. That might be a tip off to innate magic. Yes.
It's like, all right, follow me. Grandpa Cat, do you have another hairball?
Does it skip a generation then? Or I don't know how it works. It's nefarious how,
Yeah.
It's nebulous how magic
I think it's
was
just
gone.
Grandpa Cat doesn't know if this is even going to work because all magic was removed.
Yeah.
So,
And they haven't seen any in their years.
no.
And that's why, all the non-magic airport stuff took off. Because took off.
Good one.
Because, they were so used to these, giant beasts and anything being able to take people anywhere. And then they're like, well, we have to replace this with metal?
Yeah,
we just
we gotta
throw
figure
it
that
up
out.
in the air?
Whee!
With not magic? Yeah.
I don't know why
Fuel.
I'm figuring this out. I was imagining that the airplanes were happening at the
Oh, it
same
was
time
concurrent.
as animals.
I understand.
Because people probably needed more than what just animals could give.
I understand. Well, it's like, double-decker buses and stuff still exist. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just a random vehicle.
I don't know why you need double-decker buses in nowhere airport land, but yeah, good to know.
No, DLAX.
Oh, it's just DAX.
DAX?
Yeah,
Dragon.
exactly. Dax the dragon here. Oh, that could be the mascot.
Dax is the mascot and the manager.
Cute little hat,
Yeah.
little uniform.
Yeah.
So cute.
And the pictures are like of it saluting, and it's like pilot uniform or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And then for Halloween, it dresses up like a regular airplane. And hopefully Netflix doesn't get too mad.
Snetflix.
Yeah.
Snetflix.
They won't mind if we call them that.
Yeah, they're not getting weirdly litigious and
Hopefully
weird
not.
about. No, they are.
Hopefully
They're
not.
getting weird about what is it? How access to accounts works.
Oh, right.
It's like you have to access it for 24 hours on the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah.
After you get kicked off.
Yeah.
Whack.
It's a choice.
It's whack.
Anyhow, now are you pleased?
Now I'm pleased
Now we're at title?
with title time.
So I did originally think of like My Grumpy Cat, but it doesn't really encompass
I think
all
it has
that
to
much.
have something with airport.
My
concession
grumpy,
stand
my
or-
grumpy cat can fly. The flying cat who grumps.
The Grumpy Cat Airport.
Oh, it's featuring Grandpa.
The Grumpy Cat.
Grandpa Grumpy Cat. Okay.
Can't do Grumpy Cat though.
That's true.
copyright.
Grumpy Grandpa Cat.
Crap.
Well, crap.
Crap.
Should we pick some words?
Yes, let's pick some words.
We got airport.
Mainly magic and airport.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
All right, you want to do a magic word first or an airport word first?
I can start with magic.
I'll do an airport word. 3, 2, 1. Skies.
Forgotten.
Forgotten skies. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Switch.
Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Mystic.
Flight. And then I also thought of flight plan.
Yeah, I was trying to do like I didn't think of these words, but I was like takeoff. Something like
Well, you know how I love alliteration, so Forgotten Flight, Forgotten Flight Plan.
Yes.
That's what I was going with.
I don't think Forgotten Flight is the correct thing we're looking for, unless we're going lost. And the island is in their minds or something. I don't know.
Spoilers.
Did I? You'll never know.
I didn't watch it. It's true.
Yeah, and I didn't go alliteration at all. Just
I mean, Forgotten Skies is cool.
it is cool. Is it Forgotten Skies?
Does it sound anime to you?
It definitely
Check your
does.
anime meter.
It definitely sounds anime. I don't know if it sounds like this anime, but it sounds anime.
I mean, it's all about magic and flying.
I know. Forgotten Skies would be pretty cool.
Why not?
Let's do it.
I think Grumpy Grandpa would like it.
Forgotten Skies.
Forgotten Skies.
It's cool. I think there's a double meaning to it as well.
You know how we go for
in
those.
terms of why it was forgotten and what the skies. It's the same sky, technically, yes, but one was ruled by the domain of
Dax.
mystical creatures.
Dax was managing.
Dax was the manager of all the inbound and outbound flights on the eastern, western,
and north and southern coasts.
southern seaboards.
Because it's an island.
Yeah, but I think Forgotten Skies is good. So, who do you want to be in Forgotten Skies?
I think you and I should be in the flashback
Okay.
at Dax Airport,
Going
maybe going
somewhere.
on a vacation.
Going on a flight to Magic Hawaii?
Yes, Magic Hawaii. On what kind of creature would you like to fly?
What kind of
What's
creature?
the most Hawaiian magical creature?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I have not done...
I have no idea.
No. There weren't any magical flying creatures in Moana, was there?
There was the chicken that did not fly.
No, I don't think it would be the chicken, but there's probably something in Hawaiian folklore.
That would be really fun
That
to
would be
look
cool to
up.
look up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would be super cool if, like, every destination has
Oh,
their
shit.
own
Yes.
myth sort of
Yes.
thing. Like,
Do
you're going
we-
to China and you get on the big
The big.
spindly dragon-looking thing.
Do we make fun of New Jersey? Don't they have some sort of creature, some cryptid?
Mothman.
There you go.
I don't know if it's New Jersey, but I know what you mean, yeah.
Just get one dig in.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
It would be funny. Sorry to New Jersey or
Not
wherever
sorry to
Mothman
New
is.
Jersey, yeah.
But that'd be neat because we could have some like cool
That'd be really cool.
and then
Good thought.
Okay.
I don't know it, but that would be
It's
the
canon
research that would be required for this show. So.
And that way, there'd be a lot of cool creatures.
That's the thing. As I was like, I got giant eagle and dragon and the thing from the Never-Ending Story, and that was in my brain. Mm-hmm. But there's so many more.
many.
Even the sort of dragon in the Miyazaki film.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of flying stuff in that one.
Yes. Okay, it's canon. We don't know the answer, but that's what it is.
There's definitely like so many.
Yes.
Yes.
This is exciting.
This is very exciting.
Okay, cool. That's us.
And you extend it to like cryptids and stuff. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
very good. It's very, very good. And it gives it way more life. Like those
Yes.
flashbacks would be amazing to look at.
Yes.
So let's make it happen for real.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're in it, and the show is titled, and that's it then, right?
I believe so.
That's pretty smooth sailing.
Not too much
flying.
turbulence.
It's because
Floose flying.
flying.
That's our motto here
Smooth skies.
at Dax.
Do they say that?
Smooth skies?
Yeah, smooth skies.
Sure.
No, I don't think they say that. Unless they're on a dragon. Either way.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for the show, this episode. Not the whole show.
Goodbye, everyone.
Just this episode of Instant Anime.
Just had music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thank you so much for listening. We're at the end where we've done all the things we said we were going to do. So we vamp for a little bit.
And then tell you about the suggestion form because we promised.
Yes. So the first thing we talk about is Twitter at Instant Anime Pod. It's where we post GIFs teasing upcoming episodes, and the pinned tweet will always and forever be the suggestion form, so you can be just like Stark and suggest a song by entering the title of the song, the
Artist.
and then
If you want a shout out, you can put your name.
You can put your name if you want, but you can just submit songs.
That one's not required.
Yes. But that is it for the Twitter. Besides Twitter, we have a website.
We do. You can find it at instantannie.may, and it has the suggestion form as well as links to all of the episodes because it's where we host. So it has, for sure, those clickable links in the description so you can easily find the songs for each episode. We also have the Spotify playlist that has episodes and songs intermixed.
Yeah.
So you can just go in order there, which is pretty cool. And we also just have the music on a separate one, too.
Yes.
And a bunch of podcasters are there as well.
Yeah. And if you're already listening on where you prefer to listen to podcasts, then it would be amazing if we could see a review of what you think of the show. If you have the time. I know. It takes a little bit. But
if you have to like create a sign in, I don't blame you. I wouldn't do it either.
That's the thing, yeah, is like
that's annoying.
If you have it and you listen to it, I don't think generally
it.
You have to create an account.
But if you do, like, I don't blame you.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep making anime and you're gonna keep listening, so
or else. Just kidding. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening.
And thank you to Stark.
Thank you again, Stark.
Thank you
for
suggesting this song for us.
How'd you like the episode? What do you think? What you were thinking for Two Hot Peoples? Dragons breathe fire. That's hot.
So, it all comes full circle.
And then peoples
are flying around.
Airports.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll do it for this episode. We'll see you again next time for the next hit anime for your ears.
Totally.
Bye.